The music pulses all around me, and the strobe lights are going wild. All around me, the club's atmosphere whirls like a living, breathing creature. People are dancing. The music is so deafening that you could barely hear the torrential rain outside, and I'm the only one standing still and feeling very much alone. Have you ever felt loneliness so acute that it eats away at your insides and makes you weak at the knees? You have never felt real loneliness until you realize that even in a room packed with people, you are quite alone. I feel tears prick the corners of my eyes, but I can't let anyone see them. My friends are dancing their heads off, and I can literally see their bodies steaming in the cold air. They laugh and hold out their hands, beckoning me to join them. But I shake my head and stalk back to our table. I'm on my third Shirley Temple, because I'm that lame, when someone clears his throat beside me and asks if he could have a seat. May I? I look up. It's a tall guy with nice wavy hair and smiling gray eyes. He's grinning shyly, but I'm too indifferent to care. I shrug. Sure, my friends will be back anytime soon. He looks at me curiously. You don't seem very pleased, he says apologetically. Oh no, sorry, it's not that. Clubs aren't my thing. He leans toward me. Want to take a walk instead? I frown, but it's raining. I have an umbrella, he counters. Come on, it'll be fun. He extends his hand out to me and waits patiently. After a few seconds of deliberation, I take his hand and let him pull me out the door. We don't really talk much. We just walk under the pouring rain and stop to look at things. Everything looks soft and dreamy, and I feel calm and happy. The downpour soothing my anger and washing my sadness away. Feeling better? He asks, wiping a raindrop away from my cheek. I nod laughingly, feeling delighted and giddy. I've always loved the rain, and tonight was no exception. Good, he says, because I've wanted to do this all night. He tilts my chin up and kisses me softly, and I taste rain and peppermint and him. I can't breathe, and I'm lightheaded all of a sudden, but he's not stopping, and I don't know how to react. He pauses to catch his breath, and I stagger against him. He grips my arms, and I can feel his heart racing under his shirt. I'm sorry, he says quietly. It's okay, I say to cover up my confusion. Look, Kira. I look up sharply. How do you know my name? I ask him accusingly. He cups my face with his palms and looks at me intently. Don't you remember me? And then it all comes back to me, and I feel hot, hurt, betrayal paralyze me. It's him. The reason I'm sad and hurt and alone. The reason why I am the way I am. I hate you. I hiss at him venomously and pull away, and I run from him, glad that the cold rain was masking the tears streaming from my face. Back in the club, I sit shivering, while the bartender thrusts a cup of hot tea in my hands. I didn't know you served tea here, I commented through chattering teeth. He looks at me sympathetically. We don't, but I thought I'd make an exception for you. I sip it slowly, warming my hands on the cup. I still feel frozen inside. Why is he here? Why now, of all times? The music suddenly fades, and there's an announcement from the stage. There's a touring band playing tonight, the announcer says. I look over, and I see him standing in front of the mic, his bass guitar slung on his broad shoulders, his hair still wet from the rain. Kira, I know you're here, he begins. I didn't mean to barge back into your life all of a sudden, but I couldn't stand being away from you any longer. Even if you keep pushing me away, I'll still be standing here and waiting. Please, don't push me away this time. I traveled so far to get here. His band starts playing, and I recognize the song. It's my song, the one he wrote for me. Their lead singer's husky voice sends shivers down my spine. When I hear them sing my name, I stand up with a sob. I make my way down to the stage, and my sadness finally breaks, and I see his relief and the immeasurable happiness on his face. I can almost feel him strumming on the bass, and it's like a second heartbeat for me. I see him, and he's smiling, and I feel like I've finally come home after being lost for a very long time. I don't have to tell him. He already knows.